This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Parker, Colorado. I'm here at Deep Space Lounge and Event Center. Since 2018, this unique venue located in the Victorian area of Parker, Colorado's historic district has been providing a truly memorable experience for locals and visitors. I'm joined with the husband and wife team of Ray and Antoinette. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's start off a little bit about yourself, Ray. I mean, quite honestly, a passion for you of mixology. Began in a childhood in California, mixing fruit drinks, soda pop for friends and kids. As you grew a little bit older, or should we say old enough, your father introduced you to a drink that has been around for some time, which is the Manhattan. That led you in 2003 to professionally go into bartending. You have had the experience to serve former United States presidents, top government officials, Fortune 500 company leaders, be it the entertainment, music, or sports. You've done it all when it comes to mixing it up with those folks. Let's talk a little bit about how from a 5-diamond resort in Arizona to the Hyatt in Colorado, and now here in Parker to your own deep space. How did this journey land you here?
My wife encouraged me to start my own private bartending company, and I've been in business 12 years, and then that led to purchasing this place over 4 years ago. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at. She said, you have the ability, the people appreciate what you do, and they appreciate my skill for making classic cocktails. Wasn't for her, I would not be where I'm at. So
I understand that behind every successful man sometimes is a powerful woman that is at the helm. Let's talk a little bit. Antoinette, you're the CMO, the CIO, a lot of different other levels. You wear a lot of hats, I would imagine. Formerly educated in the University of Phoenix, also in the Bowling Green State University. You've spent years really as a manager in the IT industry. Many projects, multiple companies, going all the way back to the 90s. Over a decade ago, you retired to help your husband. Share with me how this recent chapter really began for you.
Boeing is where the last job that I worked at, and they moved us here to Colorado. And I learned a lot about running programs, running businesses. A program is a small business. And when we decided to purchase this business, I thought I can use my knowledge in the IT world, in the marketing world, and everywhere else that I've learned things from Boeing and apply it here. And I thought it was just a much better opportunity than working for somebody else, working for myself.
Ray, as 2020 is behind us, hopefully in the rearview mirror, would you say that everyone is anxious to get out and enjoy some events and celebrations? And is that something you're glad to see and be a part of?
absolutely, these people are just crushing us. They want to party. The COVID nightmare is over.
Yes.
And it almost killed us. We've dumped our whole life savings into it to keep it alive, and it's just going gangbusters. So
that is excellent.
I just hope the government doesn't shut us down again. If they don't, we're good. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, I mean, be it weddings, graduations, really any celebration, I'd say the first reservation that most of us make is a venue. As the consumers out there choosing a venue, how early should they contact you, and how many people can you accommodate here in a fairly large venue?
Okay, that's a very good question. So usually if it's a wedding, it should be 12 months. If it's a birthday party and you're not so specific on a date, you can do 3 months out, and we might have some dates open and available to you. So weddings are the most important, where you really need that 12 months time frame, because they have specific dates in mind. And here we can have, if it's a wedding, I'd say our max is 150 people. And that's because of the reception area, which I'm sure we'll have some pictures of, but most comfortably it's about 150 people. If we've had Christmas parties down here for companies, and we've had up to 400. We can go to 500 per fire marshal. I would not advise that. That's like a mosh pit.
Okay. Yes. That is interesting. I mean, Parker, Colorado, many of us like myself, we call it home. It's a beautiful town with rich history. There's probably no better way to immerse yourself in that history than a stroll right here in the Victorian area. Why did you feel that was a great fit to launch your company?
It just, the Parker people are just tight-knit, and they all have each other's back, and it's just all right here. There's a lot of businesses that support us, and we recommend them, and it's just we all help each other out, and it's just we're a hidden gem in Parker. Let's just put it that way.
I love this area right here. I mean, it takes a while for the visitors to realize this is back here and find kind of our gem here in Parker. With weddings, engagement parties, showers, rehearsal dinners, can this space kind of be accommodated to serve any size? I mean, with ample square footage we see here, even enough space for maybe a dance floor, a DJ. I see we've got a stage there. You can have a live band. Can this be kind of accommodated, let's say, even for a smaller party?
It can. We do just sometimes book just the bar and lounge area. So that would be 75 and under, probably more comfortably around 60 is the count for the bar and lounge. We also have a small game room where if you just have 15 people, we can accommodate that. And then, like I said, all the way up to 400. We've had rock bands here, like the Kip Winger was here. I don't know if you remember Kip Winger from the 80s, but he was actually here on that stage. We have a professional sound system. It's amazing.
That is excellent. I mean, for many new engaged couples out there, planning their wedding, I mean, it's a lot of fun, but yet at the same time, it can be kind of overwhelming. Are you able to provide a tour of the venue, and can you explain and answer questions for them as far as the wedding package or packages that you have that are kind of suitable for any budget?
Definitely, we can. Coming from a resort background I have, we don't, pardon my French, we don't screw the customer over. Most of your resorts charge for a bartender fee, a venue fee, on and on and on. We have a very straight, this is the fee, many bartenders you want, there's no hidden fees. So she does all the booking, so she can take that over. But yeah.
So we do tours, and we do them all the time. We love tours. The tour is for not only the couple to or the individual to understand whether they like us and our venue, but we have to make sure that we're going to work okay with the person. So it's a two-way street when we're doing that tour. After the tour, we try and keep in contact to see if we can book it if we haven't booked it. Once the tour is booked, we also have a walkthrough with them before the event so that they can lay things out and understand exactly how the place is going to look, and maybe have family come through with them or their caterer or whoever it is they want to. So we're very accommodating. We help throughout the. I have a bride right now that her wedding's in like May of next year, and I'm communicating with her probably daily. She's asking me questions.
That is nice. You're definitely accommodating, yet at the same time, I mean, you guys make it easy. I mean, it's kind of a one-stop place to get it done. You provide all the essentials, be it chairs, tables, linens, but you also provide state-of-the-art media, large viewing screen. Is that included in all the packages if somebody wants to have an event here?
So it's we do have a base package that's our DIY, our do-it-yourself package, and that means you still get our tables and chairs, but your people are going to set it up, not us. And that also means you bring in your own linens. And then for an extra couple $100, then you can then we start talking about, okay, we do the setup for you. You come in, all you have to do is decorate. And it's just a few $100 more to have our staff, come in here and do that.
So you got some preset packages, but you also have some a la carte approach there as well. If they want to pay extra and do something, they can do that as well. I mean, obviously it's a great place for a party, but this also seems kind of like a very private place where you could have a business meeting. Are you able to accommodate small business as well as corporate needs?
We are. We just had a big business meeting here. I can't remember what company it was. But we set it up on that side with a huge, square table with our big 60. We have a 65-inch TV that was, right in the middle, and they could display from there. We no longer have the professional projector. We do have TVs instead at this point. So
we had a hackathon in here for a major corporation, and they couldn't blow up our internet, so you can't. We're set for corporations. So.
That is great. And it seems like a cool place to have a business meeting myself. I mean, it's nice and private down here. It's quiet. Looks like you can get a little work done, yet at the same time, a great place for a company party too. When it comes to feeding your guests, are outside vendors allowed? And do you have preferred experienced insured vendors that you work with?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we do have preferred vendors, but we do allow you to bring in your own caterer if you like. We just give you the list of the rules for that caterer and what they have to follow. So our favorite caterer is right upstairs from us, and she's absolutely amazing. Am I allowed to mention her business? So, and anyhow, it's Rory's Diner, and she's can cook anything. But we have our list of DJs, we have wedding planners. I mean, we have a whole list of everything that you need. One-stop shop. So you have our list. You know exactly. Here's the photographers.
But just to back up on here, we have a lot of nationalities: Indian, Vietnamese, who want their own food.
Nice.
Yes.
They make their own food, and come on, bring it in, because they like their food. So that's why we book a lot of those out, because they don't like.
Exactly.
They want their own.
See, bring in the food you want, accommodate accordingly. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Ray, what attracted me to your spot here was the deep space really has an overtone kind of an old speakeasy.
Yep.
I mean, I love those kind of places you picture back in Prohibition where you kind of enter through a different door and before you know it, you show up in a place where it looks like only an elite come in, maybe an insider's kind of place. Share with me, obviously, what makes it look like that is a full-on bar.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the bar and what are you able to serve there?
We're an absolute full bar except for draft beer. We're not open to public most nights, so we don't have draft beer. We have a full contention of beer, Colorado, crafts, bottles and cans.
Yeah.
I'm a classic cocktail trained person. So if you want a great cocktail, this is the place to come. Our wine selection is not the greatest. That's not my vibe. My vibe, if you want a great cocktail, I've created some unique cocktails that I've created. And if you want a great cocktail, come on down. If you want great beer, come on down. If you don't draft, it's not the place. So
you got it. I'm a cocktail guy myself, so I definitely appreciate the mixology there. I mean, can the bar be accessed for a private event or an event you got going on? Is the bar open during that? Explain a little bit how that works for someone who rents the venue.
So once you rent the venue is yours. We provide the bartenders, but it is not open to the public once you rent it. So we are open to the public Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, and that is it. Tuesday and Wednesday we have karaoke here, and on Wednesdays we have poker.
State competing kind of karaoke guys, I understand.
Yes. I
right?
jumped the gun on you there. Yeah.
That is pretty impressive. I mean, let me ask you this: for events, obviously you can bring in the catering. When you are open to the public, do you have food as well? And tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, okay. So I do have a little kitchenette. And actually, like I talked about the diner upstairs, she cooks anything that has to be cooked. Her and FDA kitchen, she cooks it for me, and then it comes down sealed, and it gets into my refrigerators and freezers. I have to be very just in time with it, and so then I have a little kitchenette that everything just gets final prep in and go out.
we have pizzas, stromboli, salads, wraps. Man, everybody loves our food. So
So I can come in here and maybe catch a game and have a little food, have a drink with it, and out the door. Ray, before I let you go, you have personally served presidents as well as the common man. At the end of the day, for you, is this still about just mixing up a great Manhattan, sharing a story, and maybe creating a memory? Does this continue to be rewarding for you?
I don't know how to explain it. I've been bartending for 25 years. You think you've seen it all. I've never seen it all. That's what I love about this, what I do. You think you've seen it all, and something new comes and surprises me. And I could tell you, if you want stories about what I've seen, I could talk to you all day long with famous people and non-famous people. So who's going to walk in that door tonight? There's a new story.
I love it. Yep. I'm going to end with you. You retired from corporate America really to help your husband, but also to probably feed your entrepreneurial nature. I mean, it's something that you understand. You understand business as well as the IT side. Although small business is challenging, do you enjoy doing this?
I absolutely do enjoy doing it. And I figured that out when I was a program manager and I was running the whole program. I realized that I really was an entrepreneur at heart. And so this it fills my soul to be here. I love it.
Very cool place. I'm glad to introduce you both as well. It's a great spot here. Kind of a secret for Parker, but I'm letting the word out today. All right, viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, first of all, if you're going to have an event, Vita, you name it, any kind of event from a wedding to a party, birthday party, you can set it up right there online. And basically just reach out to them. They'll set up a tour for you, answer any questions for you. They have some preset packages as well. You can take a look at the preferred vendors list that they're basically able to bring in and make sure they're going to take care of you throughout the entire process. But obviously, if you're here in local, in Parker, or you're a visitor, want to come down to a place that kind of feels like a speakeasy, a place that you feel kind of elite to walk into, come on down and check out the lounge. We're talking about great drinks. Like he says, you're not going to find a draft beer here, but you shouldn't be looking for one in Colorado anyway. And quite honestly, you're going to basically find a great drink mixed the right way by a bartender who has found his passion and is sharing it with the folks here in Parker. Once again, a unique venue and lounge located in the Victorian area of Parker, Colorado's historic district, providing a truly memorable experience. This is Gary Atense with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.